picked up this table for $49 from Lowe's.
Yeah.
The problem is it's not sealed, and so what we're going to show you today is how to seal this picnic table or other furniture items you might have that don't have any weatherproofing on it, but we're going to do it at a really cheap cost, and we're going to get started right now.
Yeah, we found it over at Lowe's. It was, you know, I guess they're into their picnic table season. I don't know. I think they normally go for about $100 so, or more. And I was like, wow. And they didn't look too bad. I mean, they're a little rough. They're a little weather worn a little bit, but it was all still in pretty good shape. And I mean, they're not using treated wood or anything with these. This is like a pine wood, a soft wood. So that's one reason too we're wanting to get it good and sealed. And so we're just going to try to sand it down with some, got this 100 grit sandpaper on my little palm sander here, and see what we can make it look like. But it wasn't bad for being that cheap. And especially with the price of lumber nowadays, you couldn't even get all the lumber for that price probably. I did pretty good. Just a quick little sand down with some 100 grit sandpaper just to get it good and smooth. And we're going to take a rag now, a dry rag, just to wipe off dust and dirt. And then that way also we can find out too if there's any other rough spots. When you rub a rag over it, if it catches, then you know you got a bad spot.
Thanks.
And I was just using just regular old cheap terry cloth washcloths, because that way if I use that, you know, in a couple spots, I don't know if y'all got to see it, but you know, it'll catch those little,
oh no, they can't see it,
those little strings. And so that was one good indicator that I knew that I had a spot that I needed to re-go over with. See, like right here, and it catches that strings. I don't know what my wife did with the sander. What did she do with the sander?
it's right there.
Oh. Darn it, now I missed the spot.
That's the one. We're not trying to invest too much time and energy into this. Again, it was just a $50 table, but we would like for it to last a little longer than a week or so. Right now we have it under the awning. I was sitting at it when we did the chicken suet treat video, which I'll put a link to that right up here. And we'd like to get it out from under this awning because it takes up our entire area here, and we want to put it out here so we can sit together and bring the kids over and be able to utilize it with
whoa, kids.
and be able to utilize it versus just having it here taking up space, because then it was a waste of money anyway. So what we've got,
How am I getting gloves?
this is just a mix of beeswax and mineral oil. We took 1/3 cup of beeswax and mixed it with 1.5 cups of mineral oil, and it works out real well just to seal it, and we'll give you a demonstration of what that looks like when we're done.
And I'm pretty sure you could probably, if you wanted it to have like a tint to it, you could probably throw some dye or something in it, couldn't you?
I don't know. If y'all know the answer to that, please leave it in the comment
I'm
section
curious
below.
myself. I don't know if dye would stick to the wax or anything like that. So,
I like the natural look though.
Or if it would, well, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to, but if you wanted to add like a little bit of like a
brown.
I don't know, stain color. Oh, look at the big spider. Big granddaddy long leg.
So I'm going to show you just right here. If we put a little bit of water, it's going to pool, and if you wipe it around, it does exactly what you expect water to do. I did this on the bench seat. We're going to save that part for the end so it can dry. But we will show you what it looks like after. Now you can see what Jeff's doing. You just use just a little bit. You wipe it on, and you're going to have to wipe over this. Once you put it on there, you're going to wipe over it several times to get that to soak in really well. Let me give you a closer look. So I'm just using just this little bit right here. And that little bit did about 1/4 of a board. If you put too much, you're going to have to go over it many, many times to get that greasy feeling off.
That's one coat. A lot of times you'll probably want to put about 2 or 3 coats on it. You know, let this dry good. I'm guessing probably a couple hours at least. You can go back and reapply again. And it really does, it brings out the color of all that wood. So depending on the wood you've got, it'll really bring out some real pretty colors, you know, without putting like anything else in it. Kind of remind us, because we're seeing how well this is going to work. I believe we'll probably show you just how it kind of repels the water right now with just one coat on it. We'll just hit a little spot on the bench or something, you know, so it doesn't mess anything up. But remind us in a couple of weeks after we get it sitting out in the weather how well it still will repel after we still put another couple of coats on it. And so just keep a reminder out for us, just in case we forget to show you again.
Okay, so I did the math, and I get my beeswax from one of my soap suppliers, so I might get a better deal than if you were to go to, say, a craft store to get it. But with the beeswax, the mineral oil, for one coat came out to be $4.27.
Really?
So 3 coats is $12.81 plus the cost of the table. So we have a weatherproof picnic table for $61.81. And we didn't even use all of this.
Oh, yeah, so that's not even 3 coats then.
It's less than that.
Yeah, it's way less than that, because you still got enough there to
Do the second coat for sure.
probably do the second and the third, because we barely
You
use
barely
that.
use any.
So yeah, you got to deduct all that back off.
Okay, so for $4.27 plus the $49 for the table.
$55.
Not bad. Let's show you how the water repels off this table. Now, if you remember when I showed you at the beginning, and I'll put a shot of that right here in the upper corner of what it looked like. This is what it looks like after you put this mixture on here. And it just beads. It doesn't stay. It just wipes right off.
Pretty nice.
So that's just one comb. Make sure when you're done, you do a really good wipe with a dry rag to make sure everything's in there good. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you never miss one of our videos, and we will talk to you next time. Have a great night.
Later. Y'all have a good one. Be careful.